next story was conceived in a bar, and you might have to be a little tipsy to try it. Two California college kids decided to live on $1 a day so they would understand what life is like for more than 1 billion people around the world. As Carter Evans reports, they've turned their experiment into a movie.
Thank you all for coming out to the bus.
Zach Ingrassi and Chris Temple are touring the country in a rolling billboard, sharing their documentary, Living on $1.
We all kind of got destroyed on our dirt floors.
Can't sleep another night like this.
¿Cuánto cuesta este? Ocho.
As college students studying the economics of poverty, Ingrassi and Temple wanted to leave the classroom to better grasp the financial realities facing the poorest of the poor. So they journeyed to rural Guatemala with two filmmaker friends to experience it firsthand.
Hey, we have a water source. Sean, you should check this out. That's actually how much stuff is in there.
You knew what you were getting into, but when you got there, how unprepared really were you?
Yeah, unprepared is an understatement. I remember that first morning I woke up on a dirt floor having been bitten by fleas all night, and Zach had been already sick the night before, throwing up, and it was our first day.
The first in a 56-day field course on extreme poverty. Most of their neighbors survive on just $1 a day, budgeting for food, firewood, education, and emergencies.
Were you worried that you ran the risk of looking like a couple of white kids pretending to be poor?
Yeah, I mean, we knew from the beginning we'd never be able to truly replicate poverty.
It was a risk.
Absolutely, and I think that's something that we deal with every day. What is the balance of our story and their story? We wanted to be that bridge so that, people that don't even normally engage with these issues could actually be a part of this journey.
Hundreds of thousands followed their journey on YouTube.
They got burnt.
It's the best thing I've ever eaten.
And Hollywood took notice, helping them turn a student project into a festival-worthy film, honing in on the natural drama unfolding.
We woke up, it was market day, and we literally have no money for food.
Was there a point, when you were out there suffering through all this that you said to yourselves, I just can't go on?
2 weeks into this experience, we were having a really hard time.
I've almost passed out, today, probably 3 times.
I had a parasite in my stomach and was constantly sick about 30 times during one night.
Despite the hardships, they didn't give up. They wanted to put a face on poverty.
Hola, buenas.
They met Anthony and Rosa Solares, who have more than most, supporting a household of 8 on $10 a day, a life made possible by microfinancing, tiny loans of a few $100s that enabled Rosa to start a business and buy a better stove. Rosa also showed the Americans how she adds cheap and vital calories to their meals.
We bought some straight lard today, and it is one of the foulest things ever.
Now, in an effort to share one culture with another, they brought their film home to a screening in Seattle. It's standing room only.
This is a movie about poverty, and we've filled a room of 500 people. That's, thank you guys.
Their passion is projected on screen, and the audience is eating it up.
It was inspiring because it came through their story, and I love it that it was through their eyes, how they experienced poverty, and the fact that it's so authentic.
They're now living full-time on a borrowed bus, promoting their project and asking everyone to lend a hand.
We ask each and every one of you to consider making a pledge, a commitment to doing one thing, however small, to impact the life of somebody else.
In their case, all it took was $1, and the value of their lesson is not in what it buys, but what it begins. For CBS This Morning, Carter Evans, Seattle.